Morning decisions. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, a podcast dedicated to the history and lore of the Final Fantasy series. Join us as we take a deep dive into the different worlds, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, everyone, to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Ben of Temeria, followed by one of my other hosts, Steven.
Yo.
And Trey will be joining us here in a little bit. He was running a little bit late, and we are recording this on a different day than normal, so there's that as well. But we are continuing this season with our jobs, and this week we are going to go over another magic class because Steven hates those.
I mean, it's almost.
I'm kidding. We are not going over a magic class. We are going probably over one of the most iconic jobs in Final Fantasy because it's heavily used in a lot of merchandising and advertising for the games and for the series as a whole.
Because it's the coolest one, obviously.
It's one of the coolest. Yeah, it's the coolest one. And that would be the Dragoon.
Yes. Finally. I'm surprised we didn't start with this, even though it's like not the most important. It's clearly all of our favorites.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Two of our.
Right. So, just to like a summary of the job, we have the Dragoon, also localized as Dragon Knight or Lancer, and abbreviated to DRG, is a recurring job in the Final Fantasy series since its initial appearance as a character occupation in Final Fantasy II. Dragoons have been one of the most iconic jobs in the series, serving as the role of the spear-wielding physical combat character class. Notable Dragoons include Richard Highwind, Kane Highwind, Faya Crescent, Estinian, Varvinu, Arya Highwind, and Diana Lesage. While in a few numbers, variant of the Dragoon have appeared in several titles, such as the Lancer and the Holy Dragoon.
Seems to be a common theme there with the last names. And we'll get to one of the other characters who has the same last name, but Highwind tends to be the Dragoon last name.
Yep. Dragoons are powerful physical attackers who wield spears and lances. They wear special armor meant to invoke the imagery of dragons, including helmets shaped as a dragon's head, spikes, and wing and scale designs. Dragoons are sometimes more directly tied to dragons, such as owning them as pets or otherwise befriending them. Dragoons are often protectors of others. The town of Diest is commonly depicted as a hometown of Dragoons. Many Dragoons in the series possess the surname Highwind, though it is not universal. To date, Alexander Highwind Tycoon has been the only non-Dragoon Highwind, though is still associated with dragons, and wears a helmet with wing designs. Many games that do not have a job system still have characters that invoke the fighting style and look of Dragoons, are often also with the associated with Highwind as a surname or an ability name.
Yes. So there you go. Called it early on.
Right. Kane's Lance is a recurring ultimate weapon for Dragoons as a homage to Kane Highwind, the Dragoon from Final Fantasy IV, often seen as a quintessential Dragoon of the series. Which his spear is, oh god, it starts with the G.
No, I haven't played it. We need Trey.
You look this up real quick. I keep going. It's on the tip of my tongue. I have it in 14 for my Dragoon character in 14. Cannot remember on the top of my head. But
if I could spell it, would.
Since Final Fantasy III, Dragoon's trademark ability has been Jump, which allows them to leap into the air, avoid attacks with Airborne, and descend at a moment later to impale enemies and deal heavy damage. Some Dragoons can upgrade Jump to Double Jump and increase damage. The Dragoon would gain Lancet in Final Fantasy V, a technique that allows them to attack an opponent and drain their HP and MP to heal themselves. And with that, Trey is now with us. Say hello.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. And
Nice.
try to help us here, because Steven can't look it up.
Fine.
What is the iconic spear for Dragoons? It starts with the G.
Then I don't know. I
Is
was
it a G?
thinking
Kane's
Dragoneer. I thought it was like Dragoneer or something.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a
No.
G. So Final Fantasy IX would further expand the Dragoon moveset with Freya Crescent's Dragon command, allowing the character to do a variety of supportive techniques to boon the party, such as Raise Wind and Luna, while also having powerful attacks such as Cherry Blossom. The latter attack would become a staple among the job in future entries. Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV introduced several new jumping techniques and ground-based weapons, allowing for the Dragoon to have more versatile role in combat.
Are you talking about the javelin? By chance?
Javelin.
That's a early weapon in 9. Starts with a J.
Well, since
Can't find it at all. How did I do that?
oh gosh, it's a relic weapon. The gay bolg, GAEBOLG. The gay bowl. Or gay bog.
I don't know.
I don't know how you pronounce it. It's like a Latin.
I've never heard of it.
Really? Oh, it's go look up the image of it. You will know what it is. Like if
Spell
you
it again.
GAE space BOLG. It's a very
This
iconic.
is like Mac. This is like Mac's famous mac and cheese. It's not that famous.
It's a very iconic spear. This is Kane's spear in
Okay,
4.
I've literally never seen. Well, I haven't played 4.
Yeah, but he's literally Kane's are like, well, you can't really see him right now, but he's our background image when we're live on Twitch.
Yeah,
So if you're watching us live,
you can see it there.
it's
Only took us a while.
It's this spear that Kane is wielding if you're watching the live screen.
They look different on Google Images. Anywho,
Anyway, blah, 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 words. The Dragoon's fighting style would also become inspired by 2 characters, Rias Duglar from Final Fantasy Tactics and Sid Highwind from Final Fantasy VII. Rias's Dragonkin techniques introduce the concept of elemental breath attacks, while Sid's limit breaks, boost jump, dragon dive, and high wind would become recurring abilities for the job and characters inspired by it. These techniques would be used in Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy Dimensions, while also expanding beyond the series included in the Bravely and Kingdom Hearts series of games. So, yeah. You look very confused, Steven.
I don't want to get into the Kingdom Hearts rabbit hole, but I was
Fair
just
point.
trying to
Yes,
remember.
let's move on from that.
I was just trying to remember where it was when you learned those techniques, but
Fair. So moving on to the appearances of the job. So Final Fantasy II, the Dragoon makes the first appearance in the series as a group of dragon riders who fought alongside wyverns. The Emperor killed off most of the group out of fear, leaving only Richard Highwind. Later releases give Richard equaled proficiency with spears, have joined with a spear equipped, and provided spears as his ultimate weapons. Additionally, his appearance was overwritten to be more similar to Kane Highwind. Final Fantasy III, the Dragoon is a job gained by the Water Crystal in all versions. Dragoons wield spears in battle and highly skilled against aerial foes. They are renowned for their jump ability, allowing them to launch deadly attacks from above. Final Fantasy IV, where Dragoons kind of make their staple for Final Fantasy with this game. Kane Highwind is a Dragoon and leader of the company of Dragoons in the service of Baron, following in the footsteps of his father, also commanded the Dragoons as one himself. Kane is the only party member able to equip spears, although he can hold swords and axes too. He can use jump if he equips a spear. 2 Dragoons NPCs are found in Baron Castle and the 3D remake. Their model is similar to Kane's, only less detailed. In other versions, they use the same spray as other soldiers, although still refer to themselves as Dragoons. Final Fantasy V, Dragoons, originally known as Lancer, is a job attained by the shards of the Earth Crystal. They use the jump attack, and in the first appearance in the series, the Lancet ability, though is called a lance or dragon sword. So that's fun.
It's one of my least favorite abilities. Just pointing that out.
Lance?
As a Dragoon.
Really?
Lance. Yeah.
Lancet?
Very weak.
Oh, that's fair. Final Fantasy IX. Freya Crescent is a Dragon Knight wielding the spears in combat. In combat, she has access to the jump ability and dragon skill set, which enables her to use the magical attacks, including Lancet, called Lancer. In addition, Freya's lost lover, Sir Fratley, is a legendary Bersimian Dragon Knight. Early concept art reveals that the Dragoon job may have been available through an iteration of a job system, as the art depicts humans in these roles as well. These jobs appear in unusual concept artwork in which the male protagonist is listed as Bahamut Dragoon, male, and a female protagonist as Leviathan Dragoon, female.
They just skip over our boy Sid in 7.
This is the job itself. We'll get to that after the mid break.
Also, Sir Fratley has the coolest spear, I think.
Really?
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
His spear's pretty sweet.
Then
I gotta go look it up because I don't remember his spear, but I'm sure it's awesome.
It's red and it has the 3 points on it. It's kind of like pointed like that.
Ooh, okay, I know what spear you're talking about. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Now we jump to Final Fantasy XI. The Dragoon, or DRG, is an advanced job class that can be summoned with pet wyverns to aid players in battle. They are proficient in light to medium armor and spears. Their job abilities include the traditional jump attacks, while also having a variety of skills and to work in unison with their wyvern allies. Numerous enemies also function as Dragoon units, particularly higher-leveled beastmen enemies and bosses such as Absolute Virtue.
That's pretty cool. You get a little side dragon.
Right? And you don't get that in 14. What the heck, Dragoons?
Well, I guess 11 is better.
I don't know if we'll go that far.
I just like to mess with you.
Now we have Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. The Dragoon is a garb available for Lightning, having access to the Lancet command as an unlocked ability. And then now we get to Final Fantasy XIV, which is obviously my favorite of all. Who would have thought?
Who knew?
Who knew? Because I don't say that enough already, right?
Right.
The Dragoon, or DRG, is a job upgrade of the Lancer class, being available after attaining the Soul of the Dragoon Soul Crystal from completing the Eye of the Dragon quest at level 30. In the game's lore, Dragoons are highly armored but nonetheless mobile force that specialize in slaying of dragons that have been waged war to the holy city of Ishgard for centuries. Among these Dragoons, one of them is chosen each generation by the Eye of Nighthawk to directly wield the dragon's own power, thus becoming the Azure Dragoon. In the storyline, the Warrior Light is an exception, having been chosen by the Eye despite the current Azure Dragoon, Estinian Wormblood, still being alive. And then it's good. It's a good story. And it ties directly into the first expansion, which is really cool, which I really like about that. It's one of the few instances of you completing a job storyline in the base game that will actually have very little change in dialogue for Heaven's Ward. It's really cool. Because once you meet Estinian through the job quest line in the base game, up to from level 30 to level 50, and then Heaven's Ward starts at level 50. Once you meet him again in person in like a meeting, he will specifically like recognize you and like note you as a secondary Azure Dragoon, which is really cool.
So, Ben, before we get off 14 and I forget, you complained earlier that you don't get to have a little dragon running around with you. I just started playing as the Arcanist, I think, and it's a solo class because it has you have the little guy that follows you around. Would you be willing to make Dragoon a solo class to have a dragon follow you around?
I mean, Dragoons are already a solo class because they're high damage output, but...
are they? I didn't know. So
Dragoons are
then obviously it's worth it.
Yeah, Dragoons are a DPS class. It's a DPS
yeah,
job.
but there are DPS classes that aren't solos. I didn't know that it was already a solo. That's my ignorance of 14 shining through.
The highest damage dealing job... One of the highest dealing jobs in the game, next to Ninja.
So you're saying Dragoons
but it's also
are
like,
so badass they have to say no, you can't play as them?
Was it what?
You're saying Dragoons kick so much ass that the people that make the game have to be like, all right, you can't play as them. They whoop too much ass. Because if so, it's the perfect example of Dragoons.
I mean, Dragoons are great. So...
Yeah, that's what I did, and I was able to like two-shot every single enemy that I faced.
Except for like bosses or like storyline places, but like Dragoons are great. Now, compared to like health, you don't like have as much health as normal, but still enough to like be a threat. It's great though. The Dragoons are great in 14. And then we actually have Final Fantasy 16. So the Holy Empire of Sembrek, is that how you say it? Sembrek? Employed Imperial Dragoons in their ranks, known as the Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon. Diana Lesage, the dominant of Bahamut, is the leader of the Dragoons.
Definitely my second favorite character in the game.
Yeah, right. And fun fact, when you play 16 and you go through the 2-hour prologue that there is in the game, the first ever Dragoon you faced is actually voiced by the same voice actor who voices Estinian in Final Fantasy 14.
That's fitting.
Right? It is. It's great. And sadly, he dies.
So who's your favorite character in 16 if Dion is number 2?
Oh, Sid.
Okay. Sid's great in 16.
I was just curious.
You let me have that one.
And then
considering.
Oh, well no, because he's mine also. So I was really hoping you were gonna say somebody else, but Dion, I loved not just Dion, but the way they had the Dragoons, the way they were loyal to him there at the end. They really involved the Dragoons in the story, which I thought was really nice and a nice touch on 16.
True.
Yeah.
And then we actually also have Stranger to Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. The Dragoon is an advanced job available after unlocking the corresponding nodes in the Lancer and Marauder job trees. It is also available to Sophie after clearing the Memories of Wind main mission. Leveling this job is required to unlock the Liberator and Berserker expert jobs. Dragoon is a heavy damage dealing job capable of clearing HP and break gauges alike and evading enemy attacks with the signature jump job action. It serves as a good means of a precision focused playstyle that benefits from targeting enemy weaknesses and can still provide ample MP in combat. So
once again, OP'd.
Because Dragoons are great.
Yeah.
I mean, enough said, right? You don't like...
Exactly.
Like this is one of the very few jobs that, well, yeah, everything across the board's great.
Yeah, no downside. Even like the low health is not even that low.
No,
you can usually like in 9 you can really buff them up. You can buff up Freya with different abilities and stuff. Like you can raise her HP.
Right.
So it's not as bad as it would be.
Mm-hmm. So, at this point, we're going to take a quick mid-break and be right back with more Dragoons. All right, welcome to the mid-break of the show where we talk about everything with the podcast that has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. And here, I want to have a great thank you for all of our patrons supporting us. Thank you so much. And if you want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us at the end of the month of a topic you're choosing on the show. You can also support us also on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words. We'll really read that out loud the next time on the show, as well as a nice comment on Spotify, which we don't have any this week, but that's all right. And then you can also find us on a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord and the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, both in the description, both links in the description below the episode. And you can find us live normally on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/BenOfTemeria, where we go live. Get notified when I go live, because I am trying to get affiliate and I am pretty close on reaching the goal of affiliate, and every viewer helps, so I appreciate you all. Yeah, watch on Twitch so you can hang out with Sharp. And we actually have two chatters today. We have Bat Knight and Sharp in my Twitch chat, which is great. And then you can also find me on my other podcasts that I host, which are Holocron Histories, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. And I heard my own voice because Trey had...
Because I always join the Twitch whenever we start, but I was running behind today and I forgot to join it, and naturally you got to hear the echo. Right. So do you like the way you sound?
No comment.
None of us
weird.
do.
It's weird. It's just weird. And I've been doing podcasts for over 2 years now. It's just weird. But yeah,
bad levels than hear my own voice.
Mm-hmm. But with that being said, is there anything you two want to add to the mid-break before we go back to Dragoons? No? All right. Well, let's get back into more Dragoons. Okay. So now that we're back, we do have allusion to the job in the series. So we have Final Fantasy VI. So though there's no job system, the Dragoon Boots Relic grants characters the jump ability, which deals double damage when combined with spears, and can be enhanced further with the Dragon Horn Relic. We have Final Fantasy VII, which we alluded earlier in the first half of the show. Though there is no job system, Sid Highwind bears many traits of the Dragoon. He equips spears and lances and can use the jump attacks as his limit breaks, including the Dragon attack that drains HP and MP from enemies. And then in early development stages, his job was listed as Pilot or Dragoon.
And he's got the last name for it.
Right, Highwind, yep.
I think when you use spears and you have jump as your limit break, it's pretty clear what you are.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then with Final Fantasy VIII, we have Ward uses a harpoon as a weapon and a jump attack as his limit break, both signature skills of Dragoons.
Is that the guy from... Sorry, I was going to ask Ray, is that the guy that's from the, when you do the flashback?
Yeah, that's the guy from the flashback.
Okay. I was just trying to remember.
And then Final Fantasy X, while there's no job system, Kimhari Kamari acts as a combination of Dragoon and Blue Mage. He equips spears, and his special ability is Lancet, which drains HP and MP from enemies and allows Kamari to learn new Ranso rages. His overdrive and blue magic equivalent. His initial overdrive is Jump.
And he's always the worst character. If you have a Kamari party in front of
I've never used him either, but I'm going to. I think the next time I play 10, I'm gonna have Kamari in my party.
Ooh, good luck.
And Final Fantasy 13, Fang wields spears and doubles as a Setsusuken, a 3-part staff in combat, and her ATB skill is a jump attack called High Wind. Her ultimate weapon is Kane's Lance, and her Eidolon is the Dragon Bahamut, which she rides in a cutscene during Gresset mode. Gresset mode? I forget how you pronounce that. And then Final Fantasy 15, a female Dragoon named Orion Highwind, working for the Niflheim invasion forces, drives to attack Noctis with a massive mechanized lance. In interviews in Dengeki PS and Famitsu, the original director Tetsuya Nomura indicated that she was a competent interpretation. Help me out here, guys.
She was a contemporary. I got you. She was a contemporary interpretation of a Dragoon.
And a member of Special Forces unit within the invading army that uses unique equipment and abilities based on the various jobs. As a party member, Ariana performs techniques that invoke the style of Dragoon's iconic jump attack. And while Noctis wields a lance for a weapon, he can air step, fight while in midair, and directly above a target, descend upon them like a Dragoon and their trademark jump ability. And then Ignis's technique High Jump likewise launches him far in the air and parries a target with a lance as he falls, also dealing damage to surrounding enemies.
Yeah, she's awesome. Her armor in there, I don't know if y'all have ever gotten to that point, but she has very similar to Kane from Final Fantasy IV. That's what her armor
I'm looking at the armor right now, and that is very much like Kane.
Yeah. She's pretty awesome. I wish you could use her.
I don't remember her too much.
She's not in it a lot. She's in like 2 sections of the game where you have to go into this cave at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It's where you find Quetzalcoatl. Actually, it's where you fight them.
Oh, okay. The place where you fight Trey's favorite summon.
Yeah, you get she helps you get down to that. And then she's later in the game when she like splits off from the Empire. She helps you out basically.
Okay.
She's like, they suck.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I played 15.
She's not in it a lot, so if you blink, you'll miss her.
Oh, okay, that's great. But now we're towards the end to where we have our lore discussion. Trey, do you have a question for lore discussion? Because I was not prepared for that.
Oh, I mean, really, I think the best thing to do. Who are your top like 3? Because for me, you've got Dion, you've got Freya, you've got Sid. I'm forgetting somebody. Fang is great in 13. I know 13 catches a lot of crap, but Fang as a character is fantastic. The way that she comes in and it just like a Dragoon, she's doing more damage. She's the leader. She's like the protector who kind of knows what's going on. I think Fang's underrated. But really the big 3, you've got Sid, you've got Freya, you've got Dion, and then for the people who have played the classics, you've got Kane. Top 5, what are you guys going?
Top 5?
Oh, that makes it
even
easy.
if it's just those 5.
Yeah, it's those 5, yeah.
Well, right, but like in order. I mean in order.
All right, who wants to go first?
Oh gosh.
because we know that's not the 5 for Ben. Ben's number 1 is whoever is in 14. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. Absolutely. You are not wrong.
I think 1 for me is Freya from 9. She's just everything about a Dragoon that I love. The way her attack, like just her animations, her attitude, everything about Freya just screams Dragoon to me. And if I have to put pen to paper, I think Freya is 1.
Fair enough. I'd put Sid as 1 for me, just because he was the first. He was always my favorite. I always liked him more than Cloud, even whenever I had played 7, because he was always just so much cooler. He wasn't such a sad boy like Cloud. He was like, yeah, let's go get stuff done. Like, I want to be an astronaut. Let's go do stuff. And even when
I'm gonna say curse words.
Yeah. That was awesome. Him and Barrett. But yeah, it's always Sid. Sid was always the coolest. And as a young man, he smoked cigarettes, which I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and y'all guessed it. My number 1 is, of course, going to be Estinian because 14.
Because 14, right?
Yeah. And Estinian is very, he's very based on Cain. He's that is what he's based on. If you go and look,
the best ones are always based on Cain. So Cain is like the Beatles, where okay, maybe he's not the best, but everything good that came afterwards was based.
I mean,
on...
I feel like if us 3 had played it, or at least like I played it whenever I was, I don't know, in my early 20s. I'd already played 7, 8, 9, and 10. I feel like if we had played it when it still had its charm, but I got it at the worst possible time, and I still have fond memories of Cain. So honestly, I have Cain. I have Cain as 2 on my list over Dion and then Sid, because as you guys said, Cain is the standard. And while Cain didn't hit me at the right time with the right story like Freya did and like Sid did, that standard. I just have to kind of respect that. So I can't knock him any lower than 2, but I can't put him at number 1 just because this is a favorites list. This isn't, I mean, I guess it's a favorites or best, but for me, it's a favorites list. And he can't be my favorite if it didn't hit me the way it should have.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can round out mine. My 2 would definitely be, second would be Freya because of all the reasons Trey already listed. She's awesome. 3 would definitely be Dion because he's just very cool. He's, like I said, he's my second favorite character in 16. But he's just such a cool character, and he has very good conviction. So he's awesome. And then when you go in, I can't say more because of spoilers, but there's a point where you're like, yeah, he's awesome. There's a point late in the game. 4. I forget. I guess Kamari, just because, and I don't think I have a 5. Whoever else is left, I don't think I've played enough of them. 4 would be the one I go back to first, or would be the one I go to first once I go to play the older games, just because what I've seen so far. So it'll probably end up being Cain, and he may even jump some of the other ones, but for now, that's
no. I know Dion got a lot of love in this one. If we ever get back to party-based games,
oh, God willing,
what are the chances that we could get a Dragoon class as the main character class?
Ooh,
unlikely.
I mean, that'd be so cool.
Really
That'd be great.
It would be great, but
I feel like there is a great story.
Sorry, Sharp. Kamari's lane.
I feel like there's a great story to tell, though, as someone rising up through the ranks of the Dragoons, especially maybe not the next one, but here in a couple installments, if they go back to this Game of Thrones / medieval type of thing. Like, I feel like having a guy in the Dragoons, that could be a really easy story to tell.
Whenever we get Final Fantasy 17.
In 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, 15. It has been 10 years since 15.
Yeah, it's taking them a while.
16 just came out last year.
Yeah. We'll be on PS8 by then, and
yeah. I would say number 2 for me is Kane. 3 is Sid. 4 would be Dion, because I have met Dion in game.
Yeah.
And then 5, I mean, just from the looks, I like the 15 is Arya, right? From 15.
Yeah. But she's not playable.
She's not playable, but she looks cool.
She does look cool. But you're going to go ahead and you're going to do that to me and leave Freya off your list, huh?
I haven't met Freya in 9.
What?
I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, play the game. It's so early in the game.
Oh, well, oops. But there you have it for me.
But
Freya will probably jump to number 5 once I get to her.
She will. Going back to what Trey was saying, I would rather see them do like a side game, not do Final Fantasy 17 with main character as a Dragoon. I'd rather see like one of the like a side kind of game, like a Brave League.
Well, I told you guys I don't want it to be 17. I want it to be like 19 or 20.
Oh wow! So you're looking at 30 years ahead from now.
You're gonna have
exactly. when we're getting the ultimate edition of Grand Theft Auto 6.
We're gonna be in the nursing home playing Skyrim still.
And I was gonna say, and Elder Scrolls still won't be out.
Absolutely, we'll be still playing Skyrim 30 years from now because it's great.
The newest Elder Scrolls still hasn't come out. It's close, but we got a new trailer for it.
No, that's not a trailer for Elder Scrolls. That's
trailer for Final Fantasy 7 today.
No, I'm saying that's all we get for these is just we got a new trailer. Here's some grass.
Right. The last time we got anything for Elder Scrolls 6 was, hey, Elder Scrolls 6, and then you see a giant forest and like water and mountains, and like that's it from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, did we know there were going to be trees and mountains and water?
I had a feeling.
Fair point, we didn't, but still.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to be on the moon.
What?
Do you think they'll have Dragoons?
Not in Elder Scrolls.
No, I don't think you can have a spear in
Elder Scrolls. I mean, technically.
Why are we putting limits on a new game?
No, they do. They actually, you can get throwing spears. They're a throwing weapon. And the Dragonborn expansion.
This is a new game, people. Like, this is a whole new game we're talking about.
But anyway, we're go listen to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast and deal with all that there. Tom and Lotus does great stuff there.
They could talk about Final Fantasy 25 there. Because that's when the new Elder Scrolls will come out.
Right. Oh gosh, that's so great. But anything else we want to add to this episode?
Thanks for tuning in.
Duh. Thanks for that.
I mean, we had 2 people in the chat, not just one. I love Sharp, but it's nice having 2.
Yeah, I think we lost Bat Daddy Night with Daddy Bat Night.
That's what happens when we start talking about Elder Scrolls and Grand Theft Auto at the tail end of a Final Fantasy podcast. So.
Hey, we're here to have fun. It's great. And it's at the tail end. It's good. If anybody's still listening, if you don't like Elder Scrolls or Grand Theft Auto, I mean, it's fine. You don't have to like it.
I don't like Grand Theft Auto.
I'm not a huge Grand Theft Auto fan either myself, so
I haven't played 5 at all.
It's not that great. Anyway, that's my opinion because I've worked at a GameStop for almost 10 years. So there's that. Dealing with angry parents with kids.
I've got better games to play.
Backs.
Like,
but at this point, I think this is a good time to sign off. Was there anything you guys want to add? Any final comments on the job class or anything before we leave?
Ben, go play Final Fantasy 9 so you can play as Freya. It's my only comment.
Yup.
All right. Well, there you have it, I guess. So thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can find us on Twitter at FFLorecast, and you can email us at fflorecast@gmail.com.